I would like to become an oncologist because I got to see firsthand what the job would entail. Through Staley, I was able to take 2 PLTW classes, biomedical interventions and medical interventions, where I was given the opportunity to job shadow at North Kansas City Hospital, which gave me firsthand experience to see different jobs within the medical field.
So what they should expect, number one, is to have FUN every day in class. So that is how we spell science at Staley High School. And what that looks like is their first day they walk in, they're going to see Anna Garcia. Unfortunately, she's dead on the floor. And so they will use their observational skills to try to determine how she died. And what's really cool, not only are they going to use observational skills, but they're going to do some forensics. So they'll do fingerprinting. They're going to, and we have a magnetic fingerprint kit. We have the police come in and help us. That I think is fascinating because you can see their field and how they do their detective work. We have, they'll do blood testing. They check for diabetes. We're trying to figure out what happened to Anna. We can't figure it out.
I would like to be an emergency physician, so I kind of took like the health sciences track. So I started out with the biomedical sciences. I took it as a sophomore, but you can take it as a freshman. I was delayed. And from then I went to human body systems, and now I'm in medical interventions. And I also took AP biology and human anatomy along with those to kind of help with that, because ultimately I'm going to major in biology, so like I really wanted to have like the experience with AP biology to help prep me for that. And same thing with like these PLTW classes are really good about like teaching you the basic concepts of these things. So it's like when I went into AP biology, I already knew a lot of this stuff just from like these other classes. So it really helps me, like they do such a good job of teaching it in such a simple way. It's such a complex like idea, but they teach it so well, so you can like further elaborate in harder classes, if that makes sense. So yeah.
So the students are really embedded in the real life world. In this case, they're acting as if they're a nurse, and they're coming into the classroom and they're taking their heart rate, they're taking temperature, respiration rate, blood pressure. They also do an EKG. We're going to draw blood, so they'll be able to draw blood. All of this is hands-on, engaging, and we're going to tie that to a field in science. So it may be the medical field, which all the kids want to be a doctor or a nurse, but they don't realize out there is so many cool jobs. So they get to tie in everything we teach, we tie to the real world. So you never have the question, why do I have to learn magnetozoic? Why do I have to do this in the classroom? Because it's so engaging, and they can tie it to a job or a real world experience.
So if we're like, oh, we're doing something with like germinating peas we did the other day, we were like, can we like plant a pea plant from this? And she was like, yeah, and got out a bunch of stuff and we planted a pea plant that day. So it wasn't like in the curriculum, but we were like learning about how seeds and things work, and we were like, okay, so it's germinating, so we can plant it, it'll make a seed, right? Or make a plant. And she was like, yeah. So we did that actually. So it was a lot of look at what you want to, focus on what you want, and we can almost do anything in those classes.
And I have kids that come in thinking they all want to be doctors and nurses, and then maybe they want to be an anesthesiologist. So we get them internships, we get shadowing.
They both have a curriculum, but it's also like experiment with what you want, look at what you want to. Like human body systems, we obviously learned all the human body systems, so we kind of memorized like the digestive tract, the nervous system, things like that. But then there was also like, we're going to dissect these hearts, we're going to look at all these organs and things, and it was like very focused on what you want to, and it's like guide your own learning kind of thing, but there was a curriculum we still followed.
It's just such an exciting and a new way of teaching and learning that every day I've never walked into the classroom thinking I don't want to be here, because it's so much fun.